In order to boost African efforts to finance energy projects, African Petroleum Producing Organization is moving towards activating the African Energy Bank as a mechanism to avoid the restraints of financing conditions that often accompany granting loans to continental projects. The African Energy Bank will be provided with an initial capital of $5 billion. It is expected to be activated at the end of the current year, with the task of financing oil and gas investment projects without depending on international financing bodies.
We realize that the industry, the oil and gas industry, is a very expensive or capital-intensive industry. And one of the challenges of the industry today in Africa is finance. With the decision of the countries that have been financing oil and gas projects in Africa to leave funding oil and gas, Apple decided that we need to pool our resources together to establish the Africa Energy Bank. And this is a project that we hope to see take off before the end of this year.
This platform that is available to us as part of this meeting of the African Petroleum Exporting Countries Organization is for the exchange of opinions and decisions between African companies.
Algeria supports the endeavor and advocates the establishment of a common financial platform that guarantees access to inter-African funds for the benefits of the countries, especially since the continent has enormous natural resources, which stimulates more investment in upstream projects.
We always work in this context with all African companies in order to improve performance, as well as search for joint investment opportunities and develop the oil and gas industry in Africa with the efforts of African countries and companies using African funds.
Energy infrastructure that are within countries. These infrastructure are going to be infrastructure whose products are going to go beyond the limits of that country, but also to the neighboring countries.
Africa, which owns a third of the world's wealth, aspires to achieve financial independence, which makes it fight encounters of sustainable energy development without foreign conditions or restrictions, and most importantly, achieving African integration with African funds.